Places, please. Places for the top of Theater Countdown.
Welcome to Theater Countdown, the podcast that you listen to while you wait for the people with the bugs.
Hey, did you just call?
Informing and educating on
You left some things in
what
the
it's like
apartment?
to really live in New York City.
Okay, great.
Exactly. Welcome to the behind the scenes of
you.
Theater Countdown, friends. That is your Broadway buddy, Ben Cameron, talking to a person working in his apartment.
Broadway buggy.
Broadway buggy, Ben Cameron. And I am Broadway enthusiast Michael Judson Barry. I'm here with our producer, Danny, who is in Los Angeles, and this is Theater Countdown. And I'm taking the lead at the moment while Ben takes care of things in his apartment. We are on the second half of talking about songs we sing in the shower. I really hope he is currently asking his the building inspector what he sings in the shower. We would love some
I see
intel.
him in the mirror walking through the hallway.
Yeah,
He's gonna be here momentarily. Yeah.
We're very much creeping on him.
Is that what the podcast is, just creeping on people and their love of theater.
Exactly. And while we're waiting for Ben, just a quick reminder to follow us on all of our socials at Theater Countdown with an R-E, because we are classy folks here. And except for on X, where we are Theater Count. And to check out our Patreon, if you haven't, where we're going to do hangouts. It's less than a cup of coffee. Definitely worth. If you're as big into theater as we are, we're going to have a grand old time on there. And follow us on our socials.
All the people around the world, welcome back to the show.
Welcome back to the show, Ben Cameron.
Oh, I was talking. The bug guy left his. Are we on? The bug.
Yes.
Are we on? The bug.
We did
guy
the whole
left.
intro. You're good. We could just jump right into life.
All right, because the bug guy was just here, and the fun thing is it's a real pest to try to get the bug guy here. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But
get out of here.
They're called Bugaboo, so of course you want to sing Bugaboo, Destiny's Child, when he gets here. But he left some strange contraption in the kitchen he had to come back and get, and it looked like
some strange contraption. God, the mind reels. Now, Ben is doing a lot of miming for us, but I'm not even going to try and describe it to you. Just, let your imaginations go as to what you think the Bugaboo Bug Man left in the kitchen.
On our newest segment, what did the Bugaboo Bug Man leave in the kitchen? I used to love.
It was a candlestick with Mrs. Peacock.
I used to love playing that game at theater camp.
What did the Bugaboo Man
The
leave
Bugaboo
in the
Man left in the kitchen. He left a fork. He left a knife. He left a great big cockroach with a kite.
Yeah. I don't know. I was waiting for Rhea Perlman to jump in there somewhere.
I wish she would. It's always the right time for Rhea Perlman. Are she and Danny DeVito still married?
No, but I think they're very good friends.
They should be.
And they have a lot of
lovely.
Yeah, they were good. They have a lot of children who look just like them. Oh. So it's okay. At least they created a lot of... Yeah, their daughter's an actress. I think she was on Broadway this year.
Tiny little DeVitos.
Yeah, little DeVito. DeVitos.
DeVitos.
Yes.
Did you tell all of our friends about following us on social media?
I did, although I forgot to say that they should subscribe, rate, and leave comments. So you should subscribe, rate, and leave comments.
Why aren't you leaving comments? Leave comments.
I know, we want them, and we want to read them in funny voices.
We sit here and we scroll and we look at the empty columns of non-comments and we wonder to ourselves, hey, where'd you go?
Where'd you go, Franz?
Yeah.
Leave us a comment and we'll read it like this. It will be great fun. Maybe that's why they're not. They're like, Michael, we don't want to hear you do voices.
Nobody's got time for that nonsense.
Yeah. We just in Lucy DeVito was in I Need That in New York.
Oh, so she performed it with her dad. That was the play that Danny was doing, which I think I Need That. If I recall, Danny DeVito played a hoarder.
Yes. Oh my God. I just found out someone in my family who's a hoarder. My aunt and uncle. I had dinner with them last night and they're cleaning out my aunt's mother's house and I'd never seen anything. I thought those houses only existed on TV. The hoarder. It's like unbelievable. It was like a modern Grey Gardens to bring it back to Broadway musical theater. Because she's been living there with her daughter, her adult daughter. The mother's in her 80s. The daughter's in her 60s, I want to say. And they have had no running water for the last year. Chunks of ceiling have fallen in. And the house, there were rooms that they forgot existed because the doors have been covered by stuff. Like the house is just full to the ceiling with just things that they refuse to throw out.
How have they survived?
They hoard water in little containers that they get from like things like a spout outside or like other people's houses. But the things they kept water in was fascinating, like empty toothpaste tubes they filled with water, or like empty like Tylenol bottles they filled with water. And they're just finding these things and they're like, well, yeah. And it's just like, what are you doing with that? It's like a shot of water. Like, what are you doing with this?
I don't think you're singing while dousing yourself with a Tylenol's bottle worth of water.
Yeah, sadly, they can't sing in their shower right now because their showers are completely full of stuff. They have to shower at other people's houses.
I would not let them in.
Well, yeah, could you imagine? So they can't sing in their shower, which is sad. All they can do is stack egg crates in their shower because you never know, because they might get chickens one day and they'll need somewhere to store the eggs.
Absolutely.
So
well, they need to be the next Broadway hit. So I know you do a lot of writing. So they say write what you know, and I think this is your next thing. The question is, how do you musicalize it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, they did for Grey Gardens, and it worked. This will be like Grey Gardens Part 2, Englewood, and that'll be it.
So they're
Puerto Rican, so it can have sort of like a we'll bring bring linen.
In the Heights meets
Grey Gardens
meets I Can Get It For You Wholesale.
Yes.
Meets the Rink.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. This is it.
All right.
So if you're a producer, here we go. We've got a show for you.
Well, I think that's the title. This is it.
This is it.
And every time they go into the room, or a room they can access, and they sing, "This is it," because they found the thing they were looking for that they don't need.
Yeah, my aunt said,
"Do you like that melody? This is it."
I love it. It's perfect. Da da da. Yeah, that's it. You did it.
Okay,
you did it. Speaking of singing and in showers, luckily we are not hoarders and we can use our showers, so we can sing in showers.
Which is the best thing to do with your shower time.
Exactly.
Is to sing a show tune. God damn it.
Yes, on the heels of our last episode, I finally sang in the shower. And I will say, I get it now. I get it. It was very satisfying.
And what did you sing?
I sang Oklahoma.
You sang Oh, What a Beautiful Morning?
I said, Oh, What a Beautiful Morning. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Now... You did identify in our last episode as a nighttime evening shower person.
Yes.
But did it feel organic to sing Oh What a Beautiful Morning in the evening?
Well, because I actually yesterday I my schedule was thrown off a little bit and I showered right after our show when we were recording.
You mean last week?
Last week. Cut this whole section. I forget how continuity works. So last week, yes, it was right after we finished recording, and I don't know if you know this, but I worked up a whole sweat doing this show. I don't know, I get really into the show, and when we jam out when we play the music, I really jam out. And so I got a whiff of myself after we finished recording, so I hopped right in the shower. So I took an afternoon shower that week, and so it was still bright out that week.
I'm putting gel in my hair in case you're watching this podcast on YouTube. I'm putting some cream into my hair because I'm grungy wungy today. All right. Look at that.
You look gorgeous. You look beautiful.
Okay, great. Listen. This is none of this means anything. Okay, great. Let's get
we
back
digress. I've taken us so far afield. I apologize.
But I'm glad that we've converted you to being a shower singer.
Yes.
Whatever time you do it. And today we are getting down and dirty or down and even squeaky cleanier by announcing our top 5 songs to sing in the shower.
Yes.
But as promised, as professed from the dawn of time, there would be a guest who would arrive and reveal their top 5 along with us. And that person is here with us today, and that person is a special person, Michael. Did you know?
Yeah, he's a very special person to me. Yeah. I think one of the greatest multi-hyphenates we have in the business right now. Broadway actor, star, writer, probably going to be director, producer, marketing coordinator. Who knows? He does all the things.
Yeah. Dowager Countess. I mean, who knows what could be achieved by Douglas Lyons. And Douglas is here. Let's open the gates and seize the day. Here's Douglas.
And here he is, the absolutely fabulous Douglas Lyons, the man of many, many hyphenates. You're the most successful multi-hyphenate I think I know, actually.
I agree
You wear
with
them
that.
so well. Welcome to the show, good sir.
Thank you for having me. I'm thrilled to be here.
Here's my question for you. Are that many hyphens heavy? Is that a burden to carry that many hyphens?
Not when you organize them, right? So I will write, like this year I'm writing 2 projects that I'm focusing solely on them, and not really going for stage at all. So I'm organized in my hyphenation at the moment.
Okay.
And where the paycheck is, the hyphen is.
That's right.
That's
right.
I want that on a throw pillow.
That will help you know which hat to put on that day. So for those of you who maybe just, if you live under a rock, or just meeting Douglas Lyons, he is not only a Broadway veteran of every Broadway show you've ever seen, most recently Parade,
Pretty much.
the best Broadway show I've ever been to, but he is also a Broadway playwright who made his debut with Chicken and Biscuits. Polkadots, the Cool Kids musical, is being produced all over the world. It was the most produced regional show in 22-23. Is that correct?
Chicken and Biscuits was the most.
Chicken and Biscuits
produced.
was.
Yeah, second most
Well,
produced
see.
play in
Wow.
the country. Yeah, yeah.
That's
Amazing.
how heavy those hyphens are. That there's so many of them we don't know. That's utterly insane. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Congratulate. And you have a new play, which I was lucky enough to see the reading of yesterday.
Yeah,
Which didn't feel like a reading. To be fair, it felt like a full-on performance. It was in a theater, and they were like 60% off book, called Table 17, which was hysterical and so good. And honestly, we didn't really get to talk about it because you were busy, being a good playwright and taking photos with everybody. But I have to tell you, I enjoyed it so much. It was so funny. But then also, like, it stayed with me. Like, I kept thinking about the 2 main character relationship. Anyway, it was, if you want to talk about it more, but I have to tell you, since I now have a chance, that I loved it.
It's inspired from a YouTube video I caught of these 2 exes. Cut.com has this series where they get 2 exes together and they sit at a table and they talk about, things that went wrong. And I was like, this is dramatic. And so I basically turned that event of exes reuniting into a play. And it's a mixture of like rom-com meets stand-up on stage is how I would pitch it. And
Gotcha.
Only 3 actors, and it's a lot of love. It's for Black women and for anyone who is loved or desired to be loved. And so I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Yeah.
Oh, I was cackling. I think there's one point I like straight up guffawed, and the guy behind me turned around to make sure I was okay.
You should have smacked that guy in the back of the head and be like, "Where was your guffaw?"
It was one of those moments where, like, I thought it was those moments sometimes where it just really hits you, and the rest of the audience is like, "Haha, that was funny," and I'm like, "Haha!" Like, yeah, I think that's why he was like, "Are you gonna be all right?" It was something the waiter host said.
Yes. Michael Shaw. Yeah, he killed it.
So
Can
funny.
you talk to us a little bit, Doug, about Polkadots, Chicken and Biscuits, and so you just said Table 7 is for Black women. Can you just talk a little bit about the work that you want to be creating and the work that you are creating, the spaces you're creating for
For
Black
sure.
women?
Yeah, Polkadots was actually inspired by another YouTube video. Felicia Rashad was doing an interview, and she talked about growing up in Houston, Texas in the 1960s when there was racial segregation. And she went and tasted from a white-only water fountain as like a 7-year-old Black girl. She could have been injured and it could have been nasty, right? But the curiosity of the mind of a child birthed this idea of like, what if, I took it away from Black and white specifically, and we made the analogy polka dots and squares. This little girl, Lily Polkadot, going into a school of all squares. She's the very first one, like the Little Rock Nine did and Ruby Bridges did. And we made that into a musical. And she tastes the square sprinkler. She's been told she's only allowed to drink from the polka dot pump. And polka dots was the beginning of my writing career, because that project began with Melvin Tunstall, who was the swinging beautiful behind me in the dressing room, and my friend Greg Borofsky. And that sort of launched my writing career. And Chicken and Biscuits was a mixture of family, history, and comedy in my imagination. Bo is a queer coming of age actor musician piece, and I've landed on Table 17 as this show about Black love and like how universal Black love can be in the American theater, because we don't see a lot of it. We see a lot of images of strife and pain, but I think my movement is for family, for queer audiences, and for Black sort of everything, but specifically Black women. And I've figured out since Chicken and Biscuit what my real voice is, and that's what I'm excited about. Is like when you come to a show of mine, hopefully you laugh, you cry, you actually make a friend because you've been laughing so much, and that's what stays with you when you leave the theater. It's not about the reviews and how intelligent and brilliant. It's like, what did you feel? If I made you feel something, I won, and I think that's my movement.
Well, I think that is a special brand of like, it is deeply intelligent, and I think a special kind of brilliance where like what you create is always very funny but has so much heart to it, which is very hard to do. Like, I think it's very hard to find that balance of something that feels like stand-up level hilarious, but then everybody in it is so human, and you have those, because so then those real moments, like yesterday, like they really catch you off guard where it's like, oh my God, like, whoa. These are real people going through something very, very real. And Chicken and Biscuits, I feel like, did the same thing.
Yeah.
So I don't think you should sell that short at
okay.
all. Like I think that takes a lot of skill, honestly.
Well, yeah, I'm not always the best at like pumping myself up, and that's where I'm
That's why
getting now.
we're here.
I know, but I'm trying to own that as a movement, that like my work can be special and different and exciting. So, yeah, I think the future is. I got a text this morning that will not be the last time you saw the play, and they're looking for options. So
Great.
very,
Amazing.
very excited. But you heard it here first. Table 17.
Table 17.
Theater Countdown exclusive. Where were you when you heard the news?
What were you counting down?
The proof's in the proverbial pudding, though, Doug. It's really fun to watch you skyrocket and handle all of it. It's really fun. So let's talk about the hyphen that's you're focusing on this year. The biggest of big rivers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's really cool about that came to me because my name was suggested by an artistic director in New York City that I have still yet to meet.
Wow.
And they were looking for a take on the story where Jim was not just a slave in a secondary narrative, but really had his own backbone. And they wanted that pitch. And they had been meeting with different writers, but when I told them what I would do with it, they were really taken to it. And that began this developmental journey. So we still have, to pitch it, and we have some attachments and things to do, but it's been a really beautiful sort of unexpected blessing to get that call and for them to like the pitch. And I went to the New York Public Library and watched the revival that Michael Arden was actually in. And this was like right after we had just opened Parade. So I was like watching him doing the I think it was the Deaf West production or the original Deaf
Big
production.
River.
Big River on Broadway with Michael McElroy too. It just,
Yeah.
and I didn't know the show. I knew some of the music because I actually sang Muddy Water in college, but yeah, it's been really cool. It's been really cool. And again, I'm in my movement of organizing and believing in what I can do. And so I think this project sort of matches where I'm at in my career. Excited.
I was just so super geeked out excited to see, oh my God, they're going to do a film of Big River. And then to hear that it was you, it just was like, oh, this is so good.
Thank you.
So thank you.
you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's super exciting. Very excited about that. You're unstoppable is the point, I think.
Basically.
Yeah.
You know, out here doing my thing,
You're doing
You're
your
doing
thing.
it.
You got to show
As
it.
one does.
And
Yeah.
also, I will say for everyone listening that they need to follow you on your social media too, because you preach a lot of good word on social media, and I follow you, and I get inspired by the things that you write, the little nuggets you drop, kind of on the daily. So,
Thank you. Yeah, I think
Follow.
social media can be like pretty and sexy, but it also can be smart. right? And open and fun and honest. And I think the industry doesn't do enough of really telling truths of all the parts. And I try to just like wipe away this fallacy that it's all carpets and everything's a win. It's like, no, it's not. You know, I had a great reading yesterday and then might get a call that someone is not interested in this other thing. And so I like to really be true, because the more I'm true, the more my work is true. So.
100%. Yeah.
I am getting so many throw pillows from this episode.
Oh my gosh. Throw pillows.
I can't wait to get stitching. I have a flight tomorrow morning. Just keep talking. My whole apartment's will be covered in inspirational places to sit down.
I don't see any reason why that's just not the next obvious step.
Yeah.
Throw pillows. Actually, I'm into
Throw
it.
pillows.
It's going to be the DL shop on Etsy. And it's going to be all these like beautiful, inspiring things that you say.
I would be careful about searching for the DL shop on Etsy. I don't know what you might find, but I
Ooh,
don't.
baby.
I don't know
Ooh,
that. I don't know
baby.
that you're gonna find Doug there, but maybe I don't know. We'll see.
So we've talked about your acting hyphenate, your writing for theater hyphenate. Now let's talk about your writing for television hyphenate.
Yes. During the pandemic, I was lucky enough to get involved with the reboot of Fraggle Rock on Apple TV. And so I did my first writer's room for like 20 weeks in 2020. And then we had season 2 in 2022. And it's finally airing March 29th, 2024. So I have 2 episodes and you should check it out. It's
Were
beautiful.
you into?
It's a beautiful legacy.
Were you
Yeah.
into Fraggles? Were you a Fraggle Rock kid?
I didn't know what they were.
Really?
They were. Oh.
And
They
here
were
you
like, "Do you
are.
know Chill?" And I was like, "Yes, no, yes." And so I watched some YouTubes. I don't know. What it
That's
was.
hilarious.
What is a Fraggle? Yeah.
Now you know.
Yeah.
Now you
But
know.
I know. I know. Yeah, and I love them. It's so beautiful. Such a beautiful way to like talk to kids and to deal with deep things. Like the original, they had episodes that dealt with death. You know, like they were not shying away. So it's really cool to be a part of it. And we wrote a song in season 1 as well, Ethan and I. So yeah.
Oh, nice.
Crazy,
Yeah.
unstoppable.
Beautiful.
Okay, we are definitely tuning in for Fraggle Rock. Now, Fraggles have fun. We like to have fun. Are you ready to play one of our completely insane theater games?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm not competitive at all. Let's go.
Right. What are we playing? Because
Oh,
the
I
joy
don't
of
know.
having the worst short-term... Oh, good, because I also have the world's worst short-term memory, so everything's new to me, even if they already briefed me fully. I'm like, what are we doing today?
I have no idea what the game is. I'm excited
What is
about
our
it, though.
game?
Oh, Chris, game
Oh,
master.
Chris.
It's me,
Chris?
Chris, the game master. We are playing a game. We're playing a brand new game to the Countdown Network. I don't have a name
Okay.
for it. I've tentatively been calling it the Every Other Word game. This is
right.
going to be a 2-on-1 game. We'll do 3 rounds, so each of you will get an opportunity to guess. We'll start with Ben and Michael are going to be describing a Broadway/theater related thing to Douglas, but they're going to be doing it one word at a time. So they're going to be going back and forth, saying one word until so they can get him to say the thing. Yeah. So I'm going to have Douglas maybe just avert your eyes momentarily.
No peeking.
This is what it's going to be. Hopefully it comes up.
I can't see that at
Cannot
all.
see it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Got it.
You can look again.
Okay.
I'm good.
So we'll start with
Yes.
you're
What if
ready
I
to look.
just
So Michael, we'll
entered
start
this
with
way?
you. You have the first word.
Okay.
Oh. Selling?
Souvenirs.
New York. Wait, hold on.
Bands?
Pause. What am I guessing? Wait, is there a category?
Oh, yeah.
This is just a.
We're trying to describe this thing to you.
Yeah.
It is something
They
you
could also
know.
use their words to
Why
tell
did I
you
think
what
this was
they're
going to
doing.
be easy and it's very difficult?
It's very difficult. Try
Can I
to work
say
together as a team to make a sentence that could possibly help him figure
Oh,
it out.
okay.
Oh.
Oh,
okay.
got it.
Oh, we have to
like
listen
a-
to each other.
So it's
Got
like
it.
You
a zip
do,
zap stop.
unfortunately.
We're improving here. Okay.
Great. Okay. Yes,
Oh, boy.
and
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, here we go. All right, start again, Michael.
Here
Okay.
you go.
Fans
Come,
to
Schubert
Alley.
Stage door.
Buy
Oh,
theater.
I know.
memorabilia.
It's the Broadway flea market.
Yes!
You got it.
Well done.
You did it. All right. Now,
got
okay, the
that.
sentence.
Hold on, was that the Mickey Mouse sound effect?
Oh, it was. I'll switch that out. It's Mickey Mouse. Enjoy this.
Wait, what's the theater countdown
I
equivalent
don't
of
think
Mickey Mouse?
I don't think there is like a thing for the end of theater countdown. Yeah, it's just the basic one.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. All right.
It
Well
can't
done.
it can't just be Bernadette Peters just going, ooh. Like,
I wish it was.
I can maybe add that to the end of this one.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Okay,
it's
so
her saying, "Giggy boots."
so Michael, I'm gonna have you divert your eyes then next.
Okay.
And then
All right.
give us a second
look
for
at
this to
the
kind of
elephant.
come back.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
Got it.
okay.
Okay, you can look again.
Okay.
And fellas, it's your time to shine.
Early.
Go.
Early.
2
Fox.
Rush ticket.
office. Yes.
Crushed it.
You got me with early. I just had a flashback to sitting in front of the theater at once at 6 a.m. in the rain. And I just remember going, this is very early. And wet and cold.
That was
Nailed
really
it.
fast.
So we have one more left. Ben, it's your time.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
You can look now.
Did you see it?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
the
I
people
did.
that needed to see it saw.
Yeah. All right.
Place,
Post.
show,
Glass House Tavern.
Greeting.
fans.
Stage door.
Stage door.
Does that
You
count?
blew through that game.
It does.
We're gonna give it to you. Yeah.
What was it?
Backstage.
Backstage door. But I don't know what that. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah. Same thing.
Could you imagine? It's
came-
really specific. It's the door to
It's-
backstage. It's
Yeah,
not
there's
the
only
stage
one
door.
of them. There's only
It's
one
when you
of
go
them.
through
and
the
it's-
vestibule, up the stairs, past security.
Then that one goes to the stage,
It's
but
a smoking section area.
it's
Yes,
clearly marked "Do not enter." Performance in progress. Oh, we're so good.
I know.
That's it.
Natural.
All right, we
I'm
really
proud
are.
of us. Well, that was a quick one. Should we get into the countdown? Should we jump in the shower?
Let's get in the
Gentlemen.
shower. Time
Get
to,
singing.
time to rub-a-dub-dub, Douglas Lyons.
I wanna know what your neighbors are being treated to.
3 men in a shower, belting show tunes. Here we go.
Yeah, bruh. Totes, bruh.
Bruh, hey, bruh, can you hand me my loofah? My cuticle scrubber?
Yeah.
Beautiful
My
scrubber,
cuticle
never.
scrubber. I was rolling
I
with
don't
that for a second, and then I saw Douglas's face, and I was like, "Wait a second, you're
Do you know
right.
what that
That's not
was?
a-
I
What's a
know, but I
cuticle
just thought
scrubber?
it's not a thing. But I thought maybe I was trying to think of the gayest thing 3 men's in a shower would be passing back and forth. Okay, let's go on. Let's move ahead.
This episode brought to you by Cuticle Scrubbers, now available at the DL shop at Etsy.
Yeah, the deals. They're monogrammed.
Yes.
All right. What are you singing in the shower? What show
What is your-
tune? The water hits your
Number
skin.
5.
You're lathering up. The acoustics
You've
are
got
great.
your cuticle scrubbers
Cuticle
going.
scrubber.
I'm feeling like a soprano.
Yes.
So I'm starting with a little greenfinch and linnetburn.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! Is the window open in the bathroom? I feel like it should
there's
be
no
for that.
window in my bathroom.
me
But I
neither.
love my soprano. She's always with. I think I named her Kristen at one point. She's always
Okay.
with me.
She is.
And we sing. We do.
What does she sound like?
Aw.
Oh, see now we might be crusty, but greenfinch and linnetburn. That.
Ooh,
She's
that's
there.
Beautiful.
Hi,
Yeah, I
Kristen.
tried to do the end, that big note. But yeah,
Yeah.
I love
Because you
that.
got all the juicy acoustics.
Yeah, the middle part. So beautiful. It's so gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect for a
And
shower.
I feel like it's kind of hypnotic. It's great for like under the pits. Do switch the arm. Do washing down your bum. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Washing down your bum.
Well,
Yeah,
I
That's
found
a
the
better
drain.
lyric.
Yeah.
That's a better lyric. Yeah.
Stephen thought almost put that in the original cut of Sweeney Todd. She
Yeah.
was in the shower and she was singing about her crevices.
Washing down my
But then
bum.
an early test audience was like, we don't know. And Hal Prince was like, the water on the stage, it's too complicated. Let's make it about a bird.
Yeah.
Okay,
She had a
yeah.
rubber
Let's
ducky.
take that metaphor and make it literal.
She had
She
a
had
rubber ducky.
She did.
But
That's
goose-
what she was singing to.
Green finch and rubber duck. Splashy splash playtime. This is how I
Splash.
clean.
Can you put this on a pillow too? Can we put this on a
Absolutely.
pillow?
No, this is too long. It's going on a quilt. It's
Okay.
all the lyrics.
It's going on a quilt.
All
right.
No, it's a shower curtain. Okay.
Ah!
Yeah.
Hold on. Business idea. I'm calling Shark Tank.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
That was wonderful.
Number
I guess,
4.
Numero 4.
Number 4, Move from Dreamgirls. And the reason for that is I did the national tour, and I still don't know the lyrics at the very end of that number. Well, she's like,
What?
"You
Okay.
gotta pack it up, Buddha." I don't know what she's saying.
Yeah.
Those are the
But
lyrics.
that was my favorite part.
It's something caboodle, right?
Yeah, pack it and caboodle.
Pack
I
it
love
up
that
and
you've
leave
never
it.
actually looked them up, though. That you just stick to your version.
Is
Those
wait,
are
is it
Essie's lyrics. Those are not my lyrics.
is it take your cat and your caboodle?
Take your cat and your caboodle.
Oh my
Take your-
god.
Catch it.
This is a fun game, is decipher lyrics that are not really decipherable.
Yeah,
But I
I
did
love that part.
forever. It took me a
Nice.
really long time to get that. The last part of that phrase was "smelly cigar."
Oh yes, that I knew.
Yeah, but we don't know what's in the caboodle.
Oh, wait. Danny, our lovely producer, just looked it up. It says, take the cat, kit, and caboodle. Take your broken down car.
Your smelly
Your
cigar.
smelly cigars. Yeah.
There we go. Now we know. I'm so sorry, Douglas,
you
if we
know.
actually ruined the song for you.
I'm not
I feel
gonna
like your
change and
version was
sing-
great.
I'm not
No.
going to sing the original lyrics. I'm going to sing my lyrics. It's my
Good.
lyric.
Absolutely,
Good.
because it's your shower.
Yes.
Shower. It's your concert.
Yeah, right.
It's your shower. I love it. Yes.
Yeah.
Another throw pillow.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. We're piling it up.
It's a line of waterproof throw pillows for the shower.
Yeah. Okay, Leslie Uggams.
Who's amazing, by the way, in Jelly's Last Jam.
I bet.
If you have not seen it, you are missing out on a
I've heard.
Do you know what the
a
coolest
beautiful
thing
moment.
about that is, I think, well, one of, is the fact that they brought in Stephanie Pope, maybe Duncan Gibbs, and they brought in those 3 original honeys
Yes.
to
Yep.
to reprise their roles from the original company.
Yes.
I just thought that was so cool.
And they still have all the length and the swan. It is
They're gorgeous. They're
Yeah,
gorgeous.
yeah. Swans.
Swans.
Jelly swans.
Not Truman
No.
Capote swans, jelly swans.
No.
No,
They're
jelly
nicer.
swan. Yes.
Yeah.
Jelly swans. All right. We're going to start selling more products with jelly swans. All right.
We're going to make so much money after this episode. All right. Top
Number
three.
3.
Yep.
Okay. 1 second and a million miles. Jason Robert Brown from Bridges. That song.
one.
Okay, let me tell y'all something. Jason
Let's
You
go.
sing both
Let's go.
parts, too.
Let's
now
go.
that I've worked with him.
Yeah.
He grew up with some black fingers. He wrote some chords in there. That's a gospel. That's a worship song. That song. Okay.
Yes.
It is
Yep.
very that song is incredible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Douglas, I don't mind
love
telling
it.
you that we very recently did our top 10 best favorite show tunes of all time, which was an impossible task and gutted us to the core. And coming in hot at number 6 of all time for me was 1 Second and a Million Miles.
There we go. There we go.
The
It
rubber
is
ducky and me sees the rubber ducky. in
amazing.
you.
It's amazing.
And you and
The
Kristen
rubber
sing it
ducky.
together as a duet.
Yes, I do both parts.
Nice.
Again, I still don't. This is my thing. I don't know all the words. I'm a melody boy.
That's the best part of a shower song, though, is you
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
need to know all the words.
I don't know the words to that song, but I do know the chord. You and I just 1 second. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So
Oh.
good. Oh, that must sound so good in a bathroom.
Yeah.
Right? Now, the fun part of that is like when you don't know if you have the big note that Steven had, and you go for it, and you may not get there, but that's okay because it's your
Your
shower.
shower.
Your shower. That's sometimes
Yeah.
the point of a shower. So, like sometimes that's the place if you're gonna like really go for it, and if you're gonna swing and a miss, it's fine.
Throw
That's
it
the
at
place.
the tiled wall and see if it sticks.
Yeah, we love
know?
a good crack.
Yeah.
A good crack. Yes.
It's a great bit of
Absolutely.
crack, as the Irish
Yeah.
would say.
Yes.
And you're also getting that good Celine Dion humidity thing going on. So you're steaming. It's really effective. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Love
Brilliant.
that
Brilliant.
choice.
Brilliant. Number
Okay.
2.
Number 2 is a recent find. Forgiveness from Days of Wine and Roses.
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
Again, you are failing yourself if you
I
have
know.
not seen that. Okay,
I
that
know.
score it's I call it white jazz. But it's jazz. Well, it's jazz, but there's a moment I'm like, that's white jazz, but I'm gonna give it to you because it's funny. But that score is phenomenal. It's one of my favorite scores of the season. I haven't seen everything obviously yet, but Forgiveness is like a turnaround song in the middle of the show, and you were just watching Brian Darcy James open his throat and his chest, and it's glorious. You have to see that show.
All right. Okay. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I have to.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. On our
you
way.
should definitely listen to it.
We should get rush tickets. Rush tickets. We'll get rush tickets.
And sing it at the backstage door.
Yes. At the
Perfect.
backstage door.
At the backstage door.
It's around the back. All right. No, well, now I'm excited. I'm gonna listen to that today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Forgiveness. Yes.
Thank you for forgiveness.
My number 1 is a little self-indulgent, but I've
It's
been
your shower.
my era. It's my shower. It's my own song.
Great.
Running from the musical.
Nice.
Excellent.
Hey.
Because when we talk about, being different hyphenates, I don't get to sing the things I write if I'm not in the show. So that song sometimes gives me a lot of hope for my day. And I start with a little running. So
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, because I think there's something really interesting around like the types of songs that appeal to you when you're in a shower, because it's such, a reflective space. Because I know view of this as a writer, but like because now that I'm getting into writing too, like some of my best ideas like come in the shower. And I've read that happens for a lot of people. Like no matter what you do, it's a weirdly inspiring space. So it is interesting to be like, what are those songs that get you going when you're in there? And so I love that. And that it's yours
the shower,
too.
It's
That's
the shower
great.
and the toilet. The shower and the toilet are my best friends.
The toilet for me is when that's my Instagram moment. It's
Yeah.
when I catch up on Wordle.
Wait, you take Instagrams while you're on the toilet? Is that what you're saying?
No,
You
no,
haven't-
no, no.
You haven't been watching?
Oh, his lives. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Okay, I got
That's
it.
what
Those are my
that's
vibes.
what it is. That's
so
an
good.
excellent top 5, Mr. Lyons.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
I'm inspired by your list. All right. Well, you've got to go and create the future
More beautiful
of,
things for us to go see.
the future of theater and probably star in a Broadway show. So, hit us with your socials real quick so we can make sure
Yes.
that we're all following you to get those good nuggets.
Yes, it's Douglas Lyons on Facebook. Douglas Sings on Twitter. X, YZ, I don't know.
Whatever.
And then Chocolate Hipster on Instagram.
It's my favorite one.
And check out your local theaters, because Chicken and Biscuits most probably is playing near you.
Yeah.
And go see it, because it is
He's doing it, yeah.
amazing and hysterical and just a fabulous place. So definitely, it's most probably playing at a theater near you.
I'm flying to San Diego to see a production. There's like 2 different theaters in Virginia doing it at the same time. It's been a
How
true
often do you
blessing.
how often do you actually get to get out and see different productions? Do you
So
make it
before Parade, I saw 5.
Wow.
I flew to Atlanta. I went to Virginia, and other places. I saw like 5
Great.
of them.
That's
Boston,
amazing.
yeah. So
That's really cool.
And the cool thing is it's bringing out actors locally that have never acted before, because they have to go find these Black women and Black, teenagers. And so I had a Zoom with a actress who was like, "This is my first time acting ever. Can you give me tips?" And I was like, "That's what the play is for. It's for you to have your first job." Yeah. So it matters in
love
that
that you-
way.
that's so nice that you did that too. I feel like there's so many
yeah.
playwrights that, either too busy or wouldn't do that. That's really nice that you take the time to do that.
Yeah, if I can do it.
I find it impossible to get Neil Simon on the phone.
Same. And I keep trying Eugene O'Neill, and just honestly,
Straight to voicemail every time. All right, Doug, we love you. Go forth.
Thank you.
Do the good
Thank you
work.
so
Thanks for
much.
counting down.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
me.
Nice to
Mwah.
see you. Mwah.
Good to see you.
I love him
Douglas,
so much.
I know, and he just makes me feel like a slacker. And
I
I'm
know,
not.
right?
And I'm not.
You're not.
I can't. Like I just told him, I feel like I'm the busiest man in show business till I think about Douglas Lyons, and I'm like, well, what am I doing? Sitting around playing X-Men games,
I know, right? Twiddling your thumbs.
taking
What am I doing?
4-hour showers so I can sing all of Les Mis.
Exactly. I mean, as Katharine Hepburn said, if you want to learn how to be a paper hanger, you have to be a ditch dicker first. Actually, that had nothing to do with anything, but most of the time it didn't make sense. But I will say with Douglas, what I love, one of the busiest people I know, but one of the nicest people, I will say. Of
Always
anyone
has
I've met in this crazy Broadway community, one of the sweetest, most helpful, lovely, generous people out there.
And I will say, I was listening to Runnin', that he liked his own song that from Bo, that he likes to sing in the shower, and I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
Lather, rinse, put that on repeat.
Yeah.
That's a bop. And you know what else? You got to plug your own stuff, right?
Exactly.
If you
Yeah.
won't, who will?
You got to
All
be
right.
your own champion.
Now it's time for
Okay.
us to bear all and tell the truth. Let's do a red hot recap.
Yes, we can do this. All right. Would you like to do your 10 through 6, good sir?
I would like to do my 10 through 6, and it goes like this. In number 10, I had Wash That Man from South Pacific, because duh. In number 9, Michael in the Bathroom should be
Yes.
sung in the shower. Number 8, we got way too excited about this. Let It Go from, from the Broadway musical. Number 7, Oklahoma. Oh, What a Beautiful Morning from Oklahoma, which has clearly worked and rubbed off on you, scrubbed
It
off
did.
on you.
It
and
did.
number 6, more of my fantasy shower sequences, Rain from Once on This Island.
Great. I mean, your list was accurate because, as I said, it worked.
Yeah.
Mine, The World Must Be Bigger Than an Avenue from Irene.
That
from
got that growl.
the growly Debbie Reynolds. 9, Till I Hear You Sing from, oh my God, why am I just
Love
call it
Never
Phantom
Dies.
2. Love Never
Love
Dies.
Never Dies.
Unfortunately, my memory does, but Love does
Phantom
not.
2, Electric Boogaloo.
8, Always Starting Over from If Then. 7, Glitter and Be Gay from Candide. And 6, So Much Better from Legally Blonde, which Elle was kind enough to sing us off last time.
Was that my soap there on that road?
Wah, ba-da-da-da-da. My problem with that, because I also did try to sing that in the shower too, and it just, I want to kick at one point, and
talked about
I did
this.
almost die, and it actually happened to me.
Bath mat,
So-
bath mat. You have to have a rubber
And I don't
grippy
have a
bath
bath
mat.
mat. I know.
No, so you're rolling the dice with your own life every single time you get in there to do that number.
I know. Who knew showering was such a perilous experience? I mean,
is when you're
musical
taking
theater is dangerous.
It's
at the
not
best
for
of
the
times.
faint of heart. Absolutely.
No. Yeah. All right. Shall we?
Have you had like a serious injury during a show?
Have I? No. I've been around people who have had serious injuries, but no. The only one I had, it wasn't a serious injury, but I did get stuck backstage once, and couldn't make my entrance when I was in Spam-A-Lot. I was in the tour.
Yeah.
And I played Patsy, the character with like the coconuts who follows King Arthur around. And I had this, the biggest part of my costume was the massive pack that I carried on my back.
Yeah.
And we played this one theater, I think it was in West Virginia, that had this really tiny run backstage. And I constantly had to like, Patsy's on stage almost the whole show, but I was constantly like exiting stage right and sprinting around and coming in stage left. And it had a really narrow passage. And my pack as I was running got stuck. Like nobody measured to make sure I would fit, and it happened to get stuck up a little bit, so I was just off the ground.
Oh.
I think the walls just sort of narrowed because it was an old building, and I couldn't move, but it wasn't soundproof, so I was trying to like silently get somebody. I was like, help, help, help. And I was trying to enter, and meanwhile I can hear King Arthur on stage going, and so, Patsy. And he turns, and I'm just not there. And I'm just like flailing backstage like a little like flipped over turtle, but like stuck. And I'm just like, ah! And finally a couple of stagehands saw me and just started pushing me down the, and I'm just like attached to the bag, just being pushed down this hallway until I finally like popped out on the other side and then leapt on stage. Poor Arthur had been left out there for a solid like minute.
Hilarious.
Just vamping. He was talking about the trees. He was like, the trees in this forest. And I was like, hello, sir. Like, it was great.
good.
But
I can see
I
why you
wasn't
booked it.
injured, but it was, have you had a major injury on stage?
I broke my foot on the national tour of Footloose.
That's right.
Which feels really correct, obviously. That's the way that happens. And once again, not on any of the big moves, but just on pony, pony, pony. And of course I've had 2 hip replacements that are a side effect of my career of yesteryear. All right. So the moral of this story, kids, is Bath Mat.
That's true.
All right.
There we go.
Top
The musical.
5. Bath Mat the musical. It's kind of like the Ritz. Wait, is that what it's called?
With Grand
The Ritz.
Hotel.
Yeah. Yeah.
The New York Times said it was
With
flat
Boogie
and wet,
Gomez,
which,
right?
Yeah.
But then again,
intention.
they say that about everything.
That's true.
That's
right?
what we were going for.
Yeah,
Flat and wet.
better spiky and dry. All right.
This is what all the time.
Yeah. Would you like to
Here we
kick us
go.
off?
Or
wait, you kicked us off last time.
You kick us off.
Okay. So this one is another moment when one is in the shower and you're like grappling with something. You know how sort of like existential a shower can be, and you really work through some things. So this song is great for that. It is Wall in My Head from Everybody's Talking About Jamie. Oh my God. And I don't know if you're familiar with this.
Yes, I am.
Love this show. I saw it in London. I like audibly cried through moments in this musical. But Wall in My Head stuck with me. And it's such a great song for if there's like something that you know you're doing something to yourself and you're like, you just keep building this wall within your own head and you're your own demon. And even though it feels like it's somebody else's fault, you're the one building the wall that you just can't get over. And it's so repetitive. The song feels like he's banging his head against a wall. So it is so satisfying for those moments. It is a great shower song.
Yeah, it goes over the wall of the. He just keeps saying
he's like,
wall over
I
and over
keep
again.
building and building and building this wall in my head. Yeah, it's like. So I highly recommend it if you just need
Keep
to like
scrubbing and scrubbing
and scrubbing this crap, this fold on my back. You know, if you're me and that's where you carry your weight, you know.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Folds the musical. Yes. And the Act 2 closer, Chins. I love
so that's that. So we can jump into a little Wall in My Head. I'm sure
Let's hear it.
The original London cast will sing it slightly better than me. That is Jamie marching up and down in his stiletto heels, banging his wall against his head against his wall.
Also, I sorry, I just received an email that I accidentally read. Okay, what are we talking about?
Jamie. Everybody's talking about Jamie, but it's fine. We covered it. We listened to the song.
Yeah,
we decided to show a song, and we're on to yours.
Yes, but I did want to mention once again about shower safety whilst singing, in the vein of everybody's talking about Jamie. That high-heeled shoes also terrible idea in the shower.
Yeah. Especially if you're like
do
me and you're having a beer and or a cocktail. Right. That's a real recipe for disaster. Yeah.
Which is also a musical. All right.
Yes.
My number
Shazam.
5. My number 5 is undeniable. I initially thought to myself, because I feel like the rain songs are often good in the shower because of the falling of the water. So I was like, oh, a little fall of rain. That could be a beautiful thing to like enjoy some beautiful death in the shower. But I've realized that what you really want to sing when you're in the shower, and this is true of all humans, I believe it with my whole heart, is On My Own. Les Mis. You've got to
yes.
sing On My Own in the
Yes,
shower.
you do. Because oftentimes you are on your own.
You are on your own. And if
you
you're
know.
not, then congratulations, or you're very
Or
old or
call
very
the
young.
police. Yeah, or... Let it go. Whoa, who are you?
Oh, it's me, Anna. You're early.
On
wanted
my
to know if
own.
you-
And then it just becomes Psycho.
Musical. Don't
oh
you
my
think
God.
On My Own, it's the song too that I feel like has kind of forever been the song that you don't sing. It's the song that's on the don't sing it in an audition list. It's
Yeah.
we universally consider it to be overdone because it is so magnificent and it kind of set the heads of every Belty ingenue spinning since the 80s.
Yeah.
But in your shower, you can sing whatever you want, and you want to sing On My Own, and you are on your own, and you're in your own little world, thinking about him or whatever that hymn means to you, and in the rain,
Yeah.
the pavement shines like silver.
It does.
And you get that good echo going on in the shower that you need on That I Have Never Known. But don't take my word for it. Let's take Leia Salonga's word for it and listen to a little On My Own. Hit it, Leia. Okay, so Leia Salonga has, she does all that, right? And
Yes,
if you
all
watch her
that.
sing it, she does all that, you watch her sing it, her mouth is so, her mouth is quite big when she sings.
Yeah, she's
she
like a
opens
Mary
lot.
Maisie.
You can tell that she's like really utilizing all the vocal technique things, which of course I don't subscribe to. But she's the soft palate and the jaws relaxed and all of those things. But it just kind of also looks like she's really working at making it seem so effortless.
Yeah.
I just love watching her. And that was from the one of the anniversaries of Les Mis. And then later on, like the 25th anniversary, she did the concert version, but she was Fontaine in that one. Mm-hmm. So Leia Salonga, who I've always adored more than I can say.
Yes.
On My Own, pretend he's beside me, and maybe he is the loofah, or maybe he's the bottle of purple shampoo, or maybe he's your rubber ducky. Maybe you could sing it to your rubber ducky. Maybe you could put your rubber ducky on the other side of the room, and pretend like he's ignoring you.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Perfect. Or
Right?
draw a little smiley face on your shampoo bottle, or a little frowny face, and across the room. Now I
frowny
just want
face.
this to be in a horror movie, though. I really want somebody to be in a shower singing On My Own, and then the shower curtain, it's like, pretending he's beside me, and they're like, I am. The show tune's coming from inside the house.
Inside the house.
Clarice. Like,
They go,
just the painful
pull the
irony
curtain.
of that. Yeah.
I am.
And
What
it's like the
I
disgruntled.
am. I can do this all day.
It's actually
I've
not a
been-
murderer. It's a fellow
It's just
enthusiast.
it's your turn. Come on in. And who needs a shower after a long day's work more than a drag queen?
Exactly.
No one.
Yeah.
They need the showers the most.
Exactly.
God,
Just
I'm glad we
ask
got
George
to the
Hearn.
bottom of that.
yeah. Whew. Okay,
All right,
we were
number
circling the
4 to
drain,
you.
but we got there. I give up. Okay,
I feel
so
like we're hot. We're scalding hot today.
we are. We're too darn hot. So my number 4. So this is cheating a little bit, but cut me some slack on this. Because this is from a musical, but the version that I would sing, that I've sung alone in my house a lot, is Barbara Streisand's version of He Touched Me, which I did not know until I was thinking about songs for this.
By
I
the
know
way,
it's-
that is absolutely. Isn't that from the musical called Drat the Cat?
Yeah, how did you know that?
Because
Starring
I
the
have a
flops.
theater podcast. I know everything, Michael.
You
That's why you're
do.
listening. It's from Drat the Cat, and it absolutely counts. I don't
Thank
know why you think
you.
it's a cheat. It's not
Drat
a
the
cheat.
Cat, starring Leslie Ann Warren, famous from Victor Victoria and Clue. We all know her from her belting moment at the end of the wonderful movie
He's a
Clue.
jolly good fellow.
He's a jolly good fellow. Yes. So Barbara did a cover of He Touched Me, and it is so good. And there's moments of it that just soar. And actually, the version that I love best, if you go on YouTube, friends, and she did a concert in Central Park. And she sings it there, and she does this... A happening in Central Park, yes. And she does this option up, he touched me and suddenly, and she's just like, It's the best of young Barbara. She riffs, it's magical, and it's so satisfying, especially if you're in the shower and you're just like, you're back from a great date or something like that, and you're just like on a high with love. It's sort of, that whoever that he is, that he touched me, and suddenly, the world will never be the same. And you just need to bask in that love while you're in the shower. There's nothing better than this. So
Do you know what? That's really, I think this is the point that we haven't hit on correctly just yet, is how much of shower time is really just basking.
Yeah. And all kinds of emotions, whatever. If it's you're building a wall in your head and you're just beating yourself up, or he touched you and you're just like, you're showering in love, and you're lathering in love.
Lathering. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll do a little Barbara Streisand being touched in a very not creepy way,
but not in the shower.
Not in the shower. No, he didn't touch me in the shower. He touched me and then I took a shower.
Touch me in the shower. Okay, go.
He touched me. I am like.
He touched me and suddenly nothing is the same. 'Cause he touched me. He touched me. And suddenly nothing is the same.
And
She really
suddenly, nothing was ever the same.
I want to offer this up to you, that there is also a live recording of one Miss Heather Headley singing He Touched Me, which is absolutely divine. So put that in your playlist, because that's, and you can, pick your version, Barbara, Leslie, or Heather. You take that to the shower with you. Put that in
your shower and
Put that in your
steam
sponge
it.
and scrub it. And steam it.
Yes, there we go. You did it.
There it is.
You did the
phew.
thing. Put that in your loofah and it's good. No, sponge and scrub it. There we go.
I just feel like we've exhausted the loofah references at this stage of the game by episode
Is that
2 of
such
this
a thing?
countdown.
I love a
No,
loofah. It's as goofy as it sounds. And
It's a goofy loofah. You're just a loofah. Okay.
Okay.
Number 4. I'm taking it back to this shower time in the morning or directly after we're recording a podcast. And you want to make it the best day ever, and you've got a little spring in your step. Maybe you've got something exciting, like maybe it's opening night of the show.
Okay.
Maybe it's you're performing at a friend's wedding.
Okay.
Maybe it's you're giving a speech. But it's exciting, and when you're ready to go, and you do the special shower, right, where you really pay attention to making sure that everything's really right on. And you have to, and you sing. You sing, can you feel a brand new day? Can you, from The Wiz.
There
brand
we
new
go.
Day from The Wiz is an
you could
excellent.
feel the shoulders were moving. Yes.
Yeah. Can you feel a brand new day? Scrubby, wubby, brand new day. Yeah. Flossy, wassy, brush your teeth. Eye cream, eyebrows, brand new day. Do you get it?
I'm sorry. I was so engrossed in your performance. I couldn't even contribute. I went on that journey with you because you took that out of the shower to the sink, to
I did take it to
dental
the sink.
hygiene. I mean, that's a testament to this song. You can take it out of the shower and you can walk it across the bathroom and take it to your cabinet, your sink.
I don't mind
potentially
telling
the
you.
toilet, but like that doesn't have to be a musical. That's
Can you feel a ooh? I will tell you. I don't mind telling you that in New York City, the trip from your shower to the sink isn't necessarily much of a journey.
No,
in
sometimes
most
it's literally
apartments.
just opening the curtain and turning to the right.
Absolutely. In my case, the left, but absolutely right.
Yeah.
So I've chosen, because I think this has the most groove to it, I've chosen for us to listen to the Diana Ross, Michael Jackson film version of The Wiz, Brand New Day, because it just got a little extra pep to it, I think. It's a pretty glossy production. Thank you, Quincy Jones. So tell me this doesn't make you want to sing in the shower. Hit it.
Everybody be glad because the sun is shining just for us. Everybody wake up into the morning into happiness. Hello world, it's like a different way of living now. Thank you world, I always knew it'd be somehow. In harmony, let's show the world that we've got liberty. It's such a day for us to live so independently. Freedom to see, let's get our hearts singing so joyfully. Just let the world go into yourself to check it out.
See, you're up. You're up. You're up. You're ready. Drying.
You are up and out of the shower. By the
You're
time
up
that
and
song
out.
is done, you can't even stay in the shower.
No.
You're-
You can't even stay at home. You got to get to the bar
No.
mitzvah that you're performing at, or the cabaret that you're performing at, or
Yeah,
all good,
or-
whatever the good day is that you're gonna have.
Yeah, the lesbian commitment ceremony that you're speaking at.
Absolutely. Yeah. The
You gotta get
Pinewood,
there.
the Pinewood Derby event that you've worked so hard on with your dad to
One-
make the perfect balance of weight to aerodynamics.
Yeah, no matter where. Oh, we all did that. I still have that
Did
car,
you?
by the way.
Do
Yeah.
you really?
Yeah.
Did you
We
actually
thought-
make yours?
We did. Yeah, my dad's really into that kind of stuff. He's very handy and has a lot of tools.
And that's what I was asking. Did you actually make it, or did your dad make it?
Oh, no, he made me do it with him. He's that dad. Where he's like,
Oh,
I'm
yes,
going to
okay.
stand here, I'm going to show you how it's done, and then you're going to do it.
I'm pretty sure that I cried until he just did it, and then but then because I'm me and I'm unhinged, I then really wanted to win and take credit for it. Oh, boy, that's for me and my therapist. All right, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is because I still have my list in front of me. No, I can do this. We're gonna go back to Soprano Land. Because
would.
again, the acoustics, and this is one where you not only get to be the star, you can be the leading lady, the leading man, or the entire ensemble. It is Garden Grow from Candide.
Oh,
Make your garden grow.
wow! So
Make
really
your
interesting.
garden grow.
I just two Candide songs.
Two Candide songs.
In your
I
top
know.
10 for the shower. Holy
I
moly.
know,
All
and
right,
again,
keep going.
it was gonna be Vanilla Ice Cream again, but it got knocked out by Glitter, because
By
it was
Candide.
gonna be Vanilla Ice Cream, but then Glitter and Be Gay popped into my head, and I was like, no, because
Yeah.
the ha 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 of it
So,
all.
haha. Yeah.
There's just a lot more ha-has in that than there is in Vanilla
Yeah.
Ice Cream. But Garden Grow was already here, and I didn't feel like moving it just because I loved just the build. It's such an epic song, and you can just like feel, you fill that whole space, and when you're singing that, like you can hear all the other voices in your head, and it ends on such a high. You're staying there, and you're gonna make that garden grow.
I
And
think
you're
all
gonna
shower
option up.
songs have a lot of them have a big finish too, because you got to get that ring on those acoustics.
Yeah.
And you can chop your wood.
Yeah.
And you can.
You're gonna
Yeah.
build your house and
garden
chop your
grow.
wood, and you're gonna make
Yeah.
your garden grow. Like when you walk out of that shower, you're gonna make that garden grow. Like it's gonna be a great day. Here's a little more Candide. Pick whichever line suits your voice, and enjoy. You are on the stage of Lincoln Center, whichever venue at Lincoln Center you want to be in, and you are in that revival of Candide, that soggy revival. Now I
kinda
want
ends-
Bernadette Peters to be in it, so it can end with like it doesn't grow. It
I was gonna say that actually fits because it kind of gives me like Sunday from Sunday in the Park with George.
It does
George
a little
vibes.
bit. Ah,
A
now
little
it
bit. In the grandiosity.
Yeah, she'd be perfect for this. I can just see her, every vein in her neck is out. I'm just
that's why.
amusing myself doing this. This was just purely for me. Thank you for going on that journey with me.
I'm so awfully glad of it.
Okay, save me from myself, and please.
Well,
do your next one.
you know what? This is where I get a little tripped up right now, is on my number 3, because I know what I
Okay.
wrote down, but then I was like, is that really what I want to be singing in the shower? But it's a great song to sing in the shower.
Okay.
And it's a very thoughtful kind of song, but it doesn't necessarily require the acoustics or
Okay.
the water, but it's more about the dreamy quality of being in a nice shower and knowing you're comfortable. And I think maybe you need to be singing at number 3, raindrops on roses and whiskers
Yes!
on kittens, brown paper,
So
scrubbing
I'm
your
doing
elbows and washing your toes.
your knees. Oh.
Yeah, good. No, that's better. Keep it in the rhyme scheme.
Don't forget your back crevices, please.
Please.
Yeah, you.
Bop, 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 bop,
Bop, bop, bop, bop,
bop,
bop,
bop. Earwax and
then-
nose hairs and yeah. Uh-huh.
and chin plucking
These
moments.
These are the parts of me that I keep clean. Bop, bop,
Oh my
bop,
god.
bop, bop,
Bop, bop, bop, bop, bop.
Yeah, you gotta sing my favorite
Oh my
things
god,
in the
this
shower.
is so good.
Isn't that
Yeah.
fun? What a delightful way to get through a shower. And I feel like it could also be a good one for remember we had to wash our hands, like I was telling you about the modern Major General, when we had to wash
Yeah.
our hands. That would be a good song for that 20 seconds of washing your hands bit. But
Oh.
I think that my favorite things is like a delightful, gratitude-based, dreamy moment to yourself in the shower. And I
Yeah.
think this is the one that is really great to sing in the shower because of all the songs we've chosen. I think this is the one that's not going to be taxing on your voice.
That's
this is the
true.
one that is a very simple, maybe you're even just kind of humming this in the shower rather than belting it out.
Yeah.
Of course, I leave that to you, but I leave it mostly to Julie Andrews. So hit it, Jules.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things.
She just can't help it though. She throws in all of the and brown paper packages tied up with strings.
I know. Poor Mary Martin. No one like.
Oh, I know.
The-
Mary Martin originated it, and then
the OG.
she's Louise.
And then
I know,
Julie
but Mary
Andrews.
Martin will always have Peter Pan.
She will. We all have they all have their moments. And to be
Yes.
fair, her South Pacific, I feel like.
Oh right. Oh yeah.
She washed the man
she
out
was-
of her hair. So she's
she
got a
was
shower
fine.
sign. She's fine.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
So
We'll
she's
give this
okay.
one to
Mary Martin is
Julie.
represented in your shower. It's important
Yeah.
that Julie is there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that. Also, I was
Yeah.
thinking if you're a parent, what a great song for like bath time with your kid.
Oh yeah.
To make like bath time or shower time fun for your little kid. Like that, if anyone with little kids out there, like I feel like that is the perfect bath time song. Because you can change the
Yeah.
lyrics to like, when we wash, like you can make the song about washing.
What were you watching? What did we
I
watch?
don't know. I that
gonna
was
say-
behind my ears, and I
Oh,
couldn't.
I thought you were just gonna say when we wash behinds we use
that too. It's a
Yeah.
very important part of you to wash. You have to teach your kids.
nostrils and eyebrows and lips, teeth,
Under
and
your
ear.
pits. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
you know,
these are up. Oh, this is
you-
too good.
Yeah. So honestly, for all the parents out there, with little kids, I say
Our
go
gift.
to town. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Look at that, Ben.
All
okay,
right.
my Okay, this is going to
we
be another
go.
one where you're having like a day in the shower. This is because since the last one was like fun and triumphant and you're going to go out and take on the day and make your garden grow, right? This one's the other end of the spectrum. This is She Used to Be Mine from Waitress.
Okay.
This is when you're having a day. Like,
Yeah.
you built the wall in your head. And you don't know who you are and you have complete lost touch and you just have to belt out She Used to Be Mine. And I feel like this is great because we've all heard so many people sing this song, right? So many great ladies have done She Used to Be Mine, including Jeremy Jordan. And everyone does their own version of that one section, They Used to Be Mine. And you can really, if you're like me and you can't riff to save your life, this is a really fun song to play around on, and the shower is a safe place to do it. You know, if you've listened to many episodes of Breaking Down the Riff and you still can't break it down, it's fine. In your shower, you can break it down however you want. And this is a fun song to do it on. You can option up, you can option down, and you can still feel all the feels.
And you know what you could do if you wanted to, what I think would be really appropriate for this song in particular, is take it to the ground.
Ooh, yeah.
This is a good one to, like, if you've got the time, you can take it to the floor of the shower. And enjoy sitting on the floor. I'm with your beer.
Oh yeah, you are curled up under the water with either just the cold water because you didn't even have the energy to turn on the hot, and at that point you hate yourself so much that you're like, I deserve this, and you're just scrunched in a ball, maybe still in your clothes, just sitting in the shower singing She Used to Be
Learns how
Mine.
to toughen up. When she's
bruised and gets used
by a
man who get love. This is after he touched you, the world was never the same, and then he left.
Oh my gosh. I hope that these showers happen for you never too close to each other. I hope that you have a long, loving life in between the time that he touched me shower and the Used to Be Mine shower. Yeah, this is absolutely the take it to the floor shower.
Yes, it is. All right, shall we do a little of the first lady to do this, a little Jessie Mueller singing She Used to Be. We got to do some Jessie Mueller.
Just a little to bring back the fire and light. This big love used to be
Jessie. The fact that also she can sing like that, but then also do carousel. And do all the other things.
I know, it's bonkers. I think we've talked about that before. It's really wild to be just how beautiful her upper register is. Because she sounds she's so uniquely kind of throaty when she's belting. That kind of has like stuck around since Carole King. That it's just wild to me. What a gift, what a talent. And that still, to this day, that Tony performance was a masterclass not to be believed that you can recreate on the floor of your shower.
Yes. So, and speaking of, are you going to scoop us up off the floor, or you're just going to push us farther down with your number?
I am number two.
Number two. Oh, you're number two. Sorry, I was thinking about wallowing in the shower and lost track.
That's what happens.
It does.
Track of time. That's from a show too. Love Means Losing Track of Time. That's a song from
Drat the Cat.
Summer of 42, which was a musical that never came to Broadway, and I'm pretty sure Alice Ripley recorded it, but then they did the production and it was Idina Menzel. I don't know. Research that. That's coming out of my gay brain.
Okay.
It's a good song though. My number two is, now I'm just going to get really real about, these are the songs that I have always and will continue to personally really take on in the shower. In the way that, in my like fantasy of being a Broadway leading man moment. So my number two song to sing in the shower is Santa Fe from Newsies.
Great. And you picked us up off the shower. And not only did you pick us up, we are scampering through the streets of New York.
Absolutely, which once again requires a shower. It's just too good, and you need the
Yeah.
acoustics for this one, and it's just big and open and soaring and
Oh, yeah.
loud and self-involved. and what's more self-involved than a shower? I'll tell you what, singing Santa Fe in the shower. And, I'll never get to play that role, but I need space, not just fresh air. Let him laugh in my face, I don't care. It's just...
Save up. Oh, and when you're in the shower, you can crack.
Hold it.
Like it is nobody's business. It is okay. You can be like, save a place. And that is the place to do it.
But then make it an acting moment and kind of go, with the water from your fingers.
Yeah. I like
can...
that you involve a lot of tech. You have water flying everywhere.
What is
I almost said
happening in my
pyrotechnics,
shower?
but it's all just you are flinging water all over the place.
I'm a grown-ass man, and I'm apparently putting on plays in my shower. But you know what? If you're listening to this, so are you.
True.
So yeah, Santa Fe. It's the bombast. It's the concert. It's the moment. It's the flying through the air. It's the open-throated howling. I love it. No one would ever pay me to sing it, but I will sing it in my shower. Gosh darn it.
I will.
Jeremy Jordan, hit it.
I can't spend my whole life dreaming, though I know that's all I seem inclined to do. I ain't getting any younger, and I wanna start brand new. I need space and fresh air. Let them laugh in my face, I don't care. Stay in my place.
Come on, Jeremy Jordan!
God. I really hope he hears this and that he sings this in the shower. And I really hope his family is just like, here he goes again.
I'm gonna take a different take on that. I would imagine Jeremy Jordan probably feels like he needs to take a shower every time he sings this.
I know.
I think he probably just it's so attached to him. He's probably like, ugh, get it off. Do we have anything with some harsh chemicals? But maybe not. Who knows? Santa Fe, number 2 song to sing in the shower.
Okay, my number 1 is a song.
Oh my gosh, we're already there?
We're at number 1. Yeah, we did it.
Sorry, I get excited when we get near the end.
I know. Get out of here, Michael. I've had enough. Because I need to go in the shower and be a star. No, so my number 1 is a song I will sing in the shower. I will sing in the car. I will Red Sox, Blue Sox. Every place that exists in a Dr. Seuss book, I will sing this song. In a bottle, on a lottle, with a paddle, in the daddle. It is, and this is kind of random, and you're going to be like, it's All That Matters Now from Finding Neverland, the musical.
Oh, no! That doesn't make me go, brr. That makes me go, ah!
Yeah, I never saw the show. Honestly, this is the only song from the show I've actually heard, but I love Laura Michelle Kelly.
Yes.
And I saw her in a Mammoth play in London. That was my introduction to her. And then I love Mary Poppins. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. And so when I found out she was the Mary Poppins, I said, so anyway, I love Laura Michelle Kelly, and I came across the song, and her mix, I think, is one of the most beautiful things ever. And then I grew to just love this song. It's literally also my alarm when I wake up in the morning. So
all that matters now
it opens
is getting out of bed.
So this song takes me through my whole morning routine. It starts in the bed. It takes me to the bathroom where I brush my teeth. If I'm going to take a shower in the morning, it will follow me into the shower because all that matters now is where I go from here.
Yeah.
There's an easier way if I live for today. A beating in my heart is all that matters.
That matters.
A singing in my heart is all that matters. It's
what
all that
you
matters.
sold me.
And
you sold me on this.
And the end where it's it takes me far away.
You can play with that
soars.
riff.
And I can't do it to save my life, but when I'm in the shower, I sound great. And that is all that matters. And that's all that matters now. So I love it so much, and that will be my Anytime Anywhere song, especially in the shower.
Bravo. I do love that song. I listen to it quite often, actually. I can't believe we haven't talked about it before. Maybe because the show was so flawed, but she was divine. Let's let her just
let's just let her do the thing.
If you don't know, let Michael educate you right now.
Yes. It takes me far away.
It's
There's
just
an easier way. There is an easier way. She also makes it sound so easy. Like one of
does.
those voices that's just effortless.
So when I saw the show, I went with I went to see the show with Emily McNamara, and I say that for producer Danny, who was my co-host for years at an open mic I hosted in Greenwich Village, and she is a wacky wild woman. She's the most fun, and we went together, and is that the end of Act 1? Maybe All That Matters Now, or no? Probably not. But anyway,
I think it's in Act 2. I want to say
it might be.
I could be wrong. Because again, I didn't see the show, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It comes
but
at
it's
some
just
point
a beautiful-
between the first act and the last one.
That's what I think. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's
I'm certain of it, actually.
Yeah.
I'm certain of it. And but I remember I think we saw a matinee, and so, she was saving the gift, Laura Michelle Kelly, but in a way that, like, you could just hear her, that mix that you were just talking about, that when it's amped up in the recording we just heard, you can barely tell it's a mix, but she was caressing that mix to be ready for that evening show. And I remember Emily McNamara turning to me dead face and going, "That's a healthy mix."
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, that is a healthy mix.
If you want to study how to like properly do a mix, you listen to Laura Michelle Kelly. She's a masterclass in vocal technique.
Yeah. Oh, that's good stuff.
Anyway,
all right, we've made it.
Now. All that matters now is we've made it to the end.
We've made it to the end, so we remind you, good friends, good theater nerds of all ages, make sure that you subscribe to our show. Click like, click subscribe, rate, and review us. And by all means, tell all your friends about it. Get them in on the conversation as well. We always are open and interested in your feedback, so leave us those reviews and comments on what you heard here today. And if you'd like to join us on Patreon, we highly encourage you to do so we can provide you with bonus episodes. We have a lot to talk about for each and every one of our lists, going further into the theater canon, I suppose. And that's super cheap and super fun. And with that, here is my number one song to sing in the shower.
I'm so excited.
My number one song to sing in the shower is kind of like On My Own. No one's really going to take you seriously and let you sing this anywhere, but I'll be damned if I'm not going to sing this in the shower whenever I please. This is the moment from Jekyll and Hyde.
Yes!
Is the number one best song
the moment
to sing in the shower.
Yes!
Damn, all the
It is the moment.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. Tale never, I'll sit forever with the gods. It's so triumphant and outrageous and utterly stupid in all the right ways.
Oh my
bombast
God,
after bombast after bombast. And you can hold that last note as long as you want and let it ring in your ears off the tiles in your shower. You can even, if it fogs up, like if you've got like a shower like door, you could draw little test tubes and pretend like you just invented the serum in the condensation and the steam. That's these are just tips. Take them or leave them. You know what I mean? If you want to do it,
hey, I think they're solid tips, and you know what you're talking about. You're a shower singing expert. You've taught me a great deal.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
It's just the most over-the-top, most fun, triumphant, self-indulgent song ever, and the shower is your time to be self-indulgent and listen to you be whoever you want to be, whether that's Jekyll, whether that's Hyde, whether that's Laura Michelle Kelly. So debate me on it, people. I want to hear your thoughts. This is the moment. Number one shower song on my end. We will let my favorite recording, although I do love the revival, the Constantine Maroulis. I mean, I grew up with all of these. So like the original Colm Wilkinson concept recording with Linda Eder, and then they did the complete recording that had Anthony Warlow.
I was going to say, I was
Linda
like, please,
Eder.
which one are you going to pick?
And then Rob Cuccioli did the Broadway, and then Constantine Maroulis did the Broadway revival, which is a whole other crazy thing. And you will be very happy to hear that, of course, we're going to play out to the genius of Anthony Warlow.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
This voice is not to be believed. And get in the shower, friends, and belt it out. We're back with another Top 10 next week. So sing in the shower, kids, because that's show biz. Kid, that's shower biz. Shower biz, kid.
Biz kid. Oh, there
Yep.
we go. We did it. We got there.
There it is. Hit it, Anthony.
This was the moment